What's up, everybody? Welcome back to iWin Entertainment. We are here with the top 12 of iSurvivor 38, the Opale tribe. It has been one hell of a start of a merge. I don't know if you tuned in last week. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to iWin Entertainment. We are here with the top 12. Sorry. I thought my headphones were on. Let me just send Rachel that link. But yeah, I don't know if you were here last week. But if you were, you know exactly what went down. Nail biter for sure. So I expect this tribal council it has a lot to live up to. Before we get to the vote, let's start off with a question and answer ceremony as always. Let's bring it to John.
Hey,
John, how are you? Do you feel like you're maybe not on borrowed time, but you've been touched by an angel? Seeing your name was written on, I don't know, dozens of parchments last tribal council.
yeah, like dozens. I mean, you said a nail biter. I gotta get some, cuticle cream in order to just like help myself out afterwards. It was crazy. I don't know, I think we're all here Survivor fans, and you rarely see something like that happen. So, that was crazy. I think for me, the amount I was worried, and everything going into that, you're right. It's like giving you like a whole nother perspective on things. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like the life gets all sucked out of you, and then you're just like watching yourself from above as this all plays out, and like whatever is gonna happen will happen. It's every feeling all at once.
So this past immunity challenge was meant to bring the opinions of others to the forefront. Did you learn anything about yourself or your game and what people may think or not think of it?
I mean, like listening for things that were myself, I guess, to answer your question. Like, I take a compliment that I'm smarter than I look. That's nice. But the other one was that I wasted an opportunity, which, keep bringing it up, guys. Thanks. Yeah, I know. It sucks. I know why I got into the position I was last time. It sucks. I'm just trying to take it all positively and in stride. Like, did I learn anything new about myself? Not really. I learned that I suck at a challenge like that because, I got all the answers wrong and I was out first. So I learned that I maybe don't have a good grasp on the people or whatever, but we're here.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, cheers.
Best of luck in the vote tonight.
Thanks,
Tim.
guys.
What's up?
So you were safe at the last tribal council, vulnerable tonight. How are you feeling about your position here tonight?
Honestly, not so good. That challenge definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things and a lot of different people's thoughts. So my whole mind is different coming in tonight.
Does that make the vote for you even more difficult? Because prior to the challenge, your mind could have been thinking and on one direction, and now you just said, you have a whole different mind about the game. Does that change, this voting session because you've absorbed or learned or been enlightened in some way based on the challenge?
Oh, for sure, yeah. My vote has definitely changed tonight. I think it made it a lot easier, if anything. Yeah.
All right. Robin.
Hello.
Does it worry you at all that based on the challenge, this has made Tim's vote a lot easier?
It does worry me, I hope nobody took anything too close to their heart, only one person could win the challenge, and we had to take out who we took out. I did Tim, and I knew Tim would do me back, whether he wants to take that as Robin was going after me or Robin was giving me an out to get someone else, that's on Tim. But yeah.
Robin, what was the most important thing that you learned from that challenge? One high takeaway from it.
I learned that all the thing I think people think about me is true, and I should probably put my name down for those things that I thought, and I erased my name a bunch of times.
So you're saying that your perception about yourself is pretty much equal to the perception of others.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Best of luck in the vote, Robin.
Thank you. I'm gonna need that.
Thomas, that was a long challenge, so close, but yet so far. What did you think about the challenge? Did you expect yourself to last all the way till the final two?
No. I could honestly care less what I win in the challenge. Because it is what it is. I mean, I'm not even upset at the ones I won. People think that I'm a liar and can do it fine to your face, whatever. I think who was targeting who goes to show a little bit more. I mean, I was targeted at some points when people had more points than me, significantly more points than me. And I think it was kind of more eye-opening on where like people in the game might be compared to what they say in conversation. And I thought Juan and I were on a better game relationship than what was happening in the challenge. And I'll call him out and say, like, I think that there were people that had more points than me that he didn't target. So to me, that seems like in the game, he didn't want me to win immunity. So
Juan, any response to that? Thomas just said, Juan targeted me. I didn't even have the most candles left. So it makes me believe that he doesn't even want me in the game, let alone the challenge.
I mean, I did take the candles away, but we kept going back and forth. So I just thought it was a fun little game. But it wasn't nothing like really personal. It was, again, it's just a little immunity challenge. But I get what you're saying. More people did have more candles, but at the end of the day, you still made it to final two in that challenge. So,
and I want to make it clear, I don't think it's personal. I think in a game world, I think Juan did not want me to have immunity tonight.
And Juan, you said it's a little game challenge, but this challenge is all about perception. I think the basis of this challenge is nothing to take lightly because it is supposed to enlighten some avenues in your mind that you may not visually see other people. If you see somebody some way and the majority said, no, we see it this way, it should make you question your judgment on stuff. So I do think it isn't a small challenge. And you think that's why Thomas is maybe peeping that because it reveals a lot.
I mean, yeah, as always, everyone is like have their own perceptions of the game. And then at the same time, people have their own ways of going about touchy subjects. Like, do you want to do how you really feel, or do you want to think more about how everyone else feels and answer that way? Or do you want to just throw off everything and make your answer different? So maybe another answer gets the majority and you know where to answer with that. Again, like I said, it's an individual thing. Everyone has their own opinions on everything. So you are I forgot the saying, but you're like it's your perception of your own world. Your reality is your own perception of everything. And that's what that challenge is.
Thank you, Juan. You left off on a good point. Brandon, with as much as there is to learn on the surface in that challenge, Juan sort of mentioned it, some people could have answered those not truthfully, which then skews the result. So how do you go about determining what is valuable information from that challenge and what could be a crock of shit?
I'm actually really going to agree with what Thomas said. I think we all knew what the challenge was coming into it. And I think everyone had a different angle at it. I think this game has been a game of rumors and telephone. And I think everyone has a general sense of like, oh, well, I'm hearing whispers about this. And I think that's how people voted and played into it. I think people got categories because it was a targeted way to kind of amp up someone's threat level. And I think people voted in front of people publicly to their own agenda, whether they were trying to take heat off of themselves, whether they were trying to raise someone's target, knock them out. I think what Thomas is saying is the most important thing is who were you targeting when you were knocking people out? I think that is the most revealing information of everything because that is your action. That is not your rumor.
Thank you, Brandon. Sam, Brandon just said that, this game has been a rumor mill. Has there been rumors going around after that challenge in your strategy session?
Is it like rumors based on the challenge we just did?
Or just rumors in general? Like, were there rumors flying during the last half hour whether it's rumors about the vote, rumors about the challenge, rumors about the dynamics, not necessarily about just any word. Like, was there a lot going on essentially?
I'm going to assume that there was. I just wasn't involved in many of those conversations. Yeah,
How
I
did-
mean, I wish I had more to tell you, Sandy. But
No, you're
don't,
good. How does
because,
that
I
make
didn't
you
get into the
feel?
key.
Yeah, so how does that make you feel knowing, we're headed into tribal council? I'm not really receiving the rumors like the mill has spun in the past here in this bunker. Are you on high alert?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not the best at live nights, and I'm not the best under pressure. And it's been a busy couple of days. So if I'm just being real, yeah, my DMs were dry, but I also didn't do a lot of reaching out either, because it's a lot. I don't know what you asked me.
You're good, Sam. What are you basing your vote on tonight, though?
I'm gonna say self-preservation.
Thank you, Sam. Best of luck in the vote tonight. Sheed, you were, I think, the second person out in the challenge. Does it make you feel more aware about where you stand, or do you not take the snuffing of your candles order seriously?
Well, it definitely makes me feel like that I'm on high alert, and it's kind of like going back to how I felt last tribal, honestly. And like the way I feel right now, I'm still running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So whether it was personal or not, I do want to agree on something that my social game does lack. But I think with the last few days, I hope that changed. But perception is everything. So I know like what works for me, but what works for others and how they perceive things. I can't really please everybody. But honestly, like, yeah, I'm very on high alert, but I just also want to, survive as best as I can, and just not feel like that I'm always running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So
thank you, Sheed. Best of luck in the vote. Marcelo.
Yes.
There are power cards, idols, some of which showed up last tribal council and really put tribal council in the trajectory that it ended up on. Mm-hmm. How concerned are you tonight that something else like that might occur, especially coming from you, or like because you were on the wheel? Like the result of all of that puts you on the wheel with a 1-in-4 shot going home. So how concerned are you that some shit might come up and it might be, kicking your ass again?
Oh, 100%. You can't not think about that stuff. It's not a back to basics season. Like there's idols, there's cards. Edna clearly doesn't like me, so love that for me. But at the end of the day, this game is all about communication and making sure that like people can understand like the perception of what they think is happening, and that's what this challenge showed. But to answer your question, I think honestly, like everyone could literally like just be like, okay, fuck it, let's pull out a card and this, that, and the other, and like we could all just go back to square one like we did last round. Last round, Julia literally never got a single vote added to her name out of the 6 people in vulnerable for elimination, and look where she is now. Like she's literally the first member of the jury. And you're never safe. Like no one's ever safe. You can't. The only person that is safe for tonight is Maddie, because Maddie won immunity. So everyone, I agree with Sheed. Everyone should be on high alert, because the way that I spent the last 30 minutes, Sandy, is definitely different than the way that other people have spent the last 30 minutes.
Explain, elaborate.
Oh, I would love to. I just felt like you know me so well.
I do.
It's just like there's always the thing that like you when people tell you what to do instead of including you on what to do. And I felt like that was a big thing where I felt like I kind of just was like hearing secondhand what's happening and wasn't told face to face. So for like the first 15 minutes of the 30 minutes that we had, my Discord light was not beeping, my Discord light was not sounding, and I didn't see any messages come through. So, I mean, I'm always nervous for tribal council because I never know what's going to happen.
If you're hearing things like secondhand, obviously they may originate right there with the conversation with you, or it may originate elsewhere. Does it concern you that, okay, especially if the feeling is like these plans didn't originate with me, does that concern you that plans are happening elsewhere and then trickling down to you?
Yeah, it does
sort of the
concern me.
vibe. Yeah,
because this game has been a game of telephone. This game, every round has been a game of telephone. One person's going to tell you one thing and tell another person the exact opposite, or the exact same thing added with a little flair. So you're never going to know. You're never going to know like what's the truth unless you're the person being told at the first person being told. So
thank you, Marcelo. Best of luck in the vote.
Thank you, Sam.
Rachel, you were safe last tribal council as a successful crocodile. Today, you are not. How are you feeling about your position and your odds of making it to the top 11?
I'm currently feeling like I'm rubbing people the wrong way because I'm actually running the game because I have the most power cards in my pocket. So people wish that I never stepped foot on the island. That's how I feel.
With that being a challenge of perception, is there, if that is, because with people answering with their own agendas, whether it's truthfully, whether it's because they want to answer it a majority, that's besides the point. But let's just say that is the majority perception. Do you feel like you have work to do, or is this something where you just shrug your shoulders and keep on playing the way you are? Like, how do you mitigate this?
That's such a good question, Sandy. Honestly, I feel like I got the most, I feel like I got the two most targeted personal type questions, or ones that can be interpreted that way. So I do kind of just have to shrug it off. Otherwise I'll just spiral a tad little bit. But I think there's definitely an agenda at play. Nobody sitting here is gonna say oh, I don't know, I just picked I don't know, they're everyone has an agenda, whether it's to be a majority, whether it's to make someone look bad, whether it's to take the target off themselves and put it on someone else, whatever it is, you have an agenda, you're not stupid. And I feel like some people feel like they can kind of take a step back and play things off, but we're all here to play Survivor. If you didn't think strategically or want to think strategically, you wouldn't be playing Survivor. You'd be playing Roblox or something at home. So yes, Robin, you. Just kidding. But
me too, Robin. Me too.
It's just it's fine. I think the actually running the game part one is funny. That one really made me cackle, considering I've heard my name as part of a sinking ship and people want nothing to do with in the game. So that part threw me for a loop a little bit. I think you can see me visibly laugh at that one in the challenge, because I was genuinely shocked. But other than that, I'm just kind of shrugging it off and hoping for the best, Sandy.
Best of luck, Rachel. Thank you very much. And immunity winner himself, Maddie. After tribal council, the first jury member crowning, I only imagine the merge is heated up since then. How relieved are you that?
Yeah, it's nice to be safe. Pretty shocked, to be honest. I feel like the first half of that, I don't know, I maybe got one right. So I had to just flip up my my mind in the second half and maybe just got lucky with the order of the questions. I don't know, but it's very nice to be safe when so much is going on. And like everyone said, like there are so many possible cards, powers, whatever still at play. Like we have no idea what could possibly happen. So to have that guarantee is relieving.
With immunity around your neck and us now pretty well into the merge, like next round will be at 11 and more jury members will be crowned. But with safety this round, are you more feeling like I'm safe? If a plan comes to me, I'm going to choose which wave to ride? Or are you taking this immunity to then, because you are safe, create the tide yourself to set yourself up better in the future? So is it creating the wave or riding the wave here, and why?
I guess there's two parts to that one. The first one is considering the rumor mill said I was the one creating the wave for last round. I'm gonna ride the wave this round.
Got it. Not trying to perpetuate any spinning windmill narratives. All right. Mona Lisa is not here. We'll not be asking her a question. This is your opportunity. If I've missed, I don't think I missed anybody, but this is your opportunity. I know some people have heard their names within the last 30 minutes. It wouldn't be Survivor if you haven't. This is your opportunity. If you feel like you're in the hot seat or you feel like you're being misrepresented in the game or something like that, now is your time to address your tribe. The floor is yours. Okay. It is now
Sandy,
time. Hey, Thomas.
before we go and vote, I would like to play my cute the tower card and put this into the game right now.
Okay. The tower card is now activated. Any other cards or powers or idols are no longer useful. The tower card shakes up tribal council. When activated, Thomas will start a tribal tower by naming one castaway he would like to keep safe. That person will pick another person, and so on and so forth until two remain. The two left off the tower will become the only two eligible to be voted out. So, Maddie, you're safe. You're at the top of the tower. Nothing to worry about. Thomas, you are right underneath Maddie. Please name the person you want to bring up into the tower.
I am picking Mona Lisa.
Okay, Thomas, if you can just hop off camera for me so I can keep track. You too, Maddie, thank you so much. Mona Lisa has been selected. Mona Lisa now picks Sam. Sam, you are now part of the tower. Please select the next person you're bringing up to the tower of safety.
I select Tim.
All right, hop off camera, Sam. Thank you. Tim, you are now part of the tower of safety. It is now your decision.
I'm gonna go with Rachel.
All right, Tim, hop off camera. Rachel, you are now in the tower of safety. The decision is yours.
I'm muted, sorry. I am going to choose, oh fuck. I don't like this game.
We need a decision.
I know. I'm gonna choose Robin.
Okay, Robin.
Oh,
Rich, you can hop off camera. Robin, you are now part of the tower of safety. Please select
such a terrible position to be in. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna pick Juan.
Juan, you are now in the tower of safety. Please choose somebody.
I am gonna pick Brandon.
All right, Juan, you can hop off camera. Brandon, you are the last to select to the tower of safety. You have Marcelo, Sheed, or John.
Well, no pressure, right? I'll be picking Marcelo.
Okay, Marcelo, last into the tower. Everybody can come back on camera. The vote tonight is between John and Sheed. John or Sheed, one of you will become the next person voted out, the second member of our jury. You guys can still vote, send a vote in for each other because you can't have a self vote. With that being said, castaways, it is now time to vote. Head over to your Discord. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm going to give these two gentlemen an opportunity to state their case really quickly if that might influence anything. Sheed.
Like I said before, I've been running around with with my head cut off like a chicken. So yeah, going back to my last speech on my last tribal, I'm out of magic tricks. So whoever feels, I'm gonna say this honestly, whoever feels though they want to shake up the game and want to actually change the perception of this game, keep the best person that you feel like that that they'll vote with you versus somebody that's not going to vote with you or just like any other players that was actually saved and they're just like not really genuine about the way they play. So the floor is yours.
John.
Yeah, it sucks to be in this position again with Sheed. Yeah, like I said last time, I hope to stay in the game. I hope it benefits you all. Good luck to you, Sheed.
Thank
Said
you.
all to say, Sandy.
Thank you, both of my OG Amatistas. Now, to the rest of the cast, as well as you two, it is time to vote. Please head over to your Discord confessionals. Type the name of the person you want to see on the parchment. You have 15 seconds. Vote should be in now.
There's no talking right now, by the way. Messaging.
I have the votes. Everybody please come back on camera. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Sheed. Sheed. That is 2 votes for Sheed. John. Sheed. We are at 3 votes for Sheed, 1 vote for John. John. 2 votes John, 3 votes Sheed. I'll read the next vote. John. We are tied. 3 votes John, 3 votes Sheed. Sheed. That is 4 votes Sheed. Sheed. We are at 5 votes Sheed, 3 votes John. Sheed. Thirteenth person voted out of iSurv1vor Milan, second member of our jury. Sheed. Sheed, you can unmute and say your goodbyes to your tribe.
I love Survivor. I'm never gonna stop loving Survivor, and I hope the best person makes it to the end, and I will run to jury with my head cut off. So best of luck to everybody. No hard feelings. We're here to play Survivor, so may the best person win. Simple as that.
Sheed, before you leave, I want you to know the final answer, the final question to that immunity challenge that I didn't say, who has cemented their legacy in iSurvivor. You were the majority answer. And even though you were off to the jury right now, buddy, you cemented that. You cement your name in iSurvivor history forever with that power play and then being the catalyst of that entire tribal council. You are now the king of the jury. You and Julia B and Matista will welcome everybody else in. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for giving it your all, my friend. It is now time for you to go. Unfortunately, tonight, Sheed, the tribe has spoken. See you later. Top 11. one of my favorite numbers. Congratulations on making it this far in iSurvivor. Before you head back to camp, Edna is watching. She's so excited to see you all get to the end. 4 stones she sees, 4 stones you get. You can head back to your bunker. Have a great night.